We stepped up to and faced up to, with the help of the legislature, some of the most nagging issues up on Beacon Hill. We've ended abuse in the state pension system. We've tightened the ethics and lobbying rules. We've simplified the transportation network. We've shut down the Turnpike Authority and saved you $250 million on the way. We've brought your auto insurance rates down by introducing competition, which has also brought 11 new companies and hundreds of new jobs to the Commonwealth and all over the Commonwealth. There's civilian flaggers at state construction sites. And of all the reforms, the one I'm proudest of is education reform. I was saying earlier, it's the most misunderstood reform. Because for 17 years, we've been on this course of working to improve the public schools. We've had, for that entire time, a persistent achievement gap. And stuck in that gap are poor children, and children with special needs or who speak English as a second language, more often than not children of color. And that's an educational problem and an economic problem, to be sure, but it's a moral issue, too. Those are our children, too. And now we have some tools to reach those children. I mentioned the public works projects that are going on all over the Commonwealth. Is an interesting phenomenon I've found. You know, we've had this multiplying in the film industry here in the last few years because of the film tax credit. I find if people are stuck in traffic because of a movie, everybody says, well, that's cool. If you're stuck in traffic because we're trying to rebuild a bridge, people say, that darn governor. Either way, it's good for our long-term strength. And by the way, you can marry anyone in the Commonwealth you love as well. I'm proud of that. I think that says something about our values. Now, I mention these things so that you know some of the successes, some of the accomplishments that we've been working on for your behalf and on your behalf. But I want to be clear. A second term is not a reward for the first. The second term is about finishing what we started. See, it's great to have the tools to close the achievement gap, but we still have an achievement gap to close, right? We've done a lot of good work to transition this economy to the innovation economy of tomorrow, the life sciences and biotech, clean and alternative energy, IT, tomorrow's IT, meaning video game developing and robotics. It's happening. And those are areas where we've been growing even during the recession. It's the reason why the Philadelphia Fed reports that our economy as of the end of last year is outperforming 48 other states. But we still have a lot of people out of work who need opportunities in that new economy. We need to finish what we started. 97.5% of our residents have health insurance today. There's not another state that can touch us. Not another. But it's still too expensive, especially for small businesses and for working families. And we did a lot of work together in 2006, and many of you in 2008 in the President's campaign to bring new voices and new faces into the political process. But there's still a lot of people who feel on the outside looking in, as if the service we talk about in government is not public service but self-service. We have to finish what we started.